Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for The Walking Dead Season 2 finale, episode 13 of The Walking Dead. Is called Beside the Dying Fire, I think it is, and whatever is on the title up above, that is what the episode is called, but it's something like that. So, let's talk about the episode, but before I talk about the episode, do you guys like my new background for Comic Uno? If you do, tell me on the comments below, what do you like about it, what you don't like about it. And let's start this review for The Walking Dead. So, in this episode of The Walking Dead, it's a lot of action, I would say, because the barn is getting hoarded by zombies. Everybody's trying to run. Rick and Carl end up burning the barn down because of all the zombies. Everyone's just running in all different directions. Everyone's just getting their cars. It's like, if we left someone, who cares? We just gotta go. Let's see what's going on. So in the end, they all do meet up, and Rick tells everybody that he knew that that the zombie virus is in us. It's within us, and anybody who dies becomes a zombie right away. You can't avoid it. And he also tells the group that he killed Shane. And everyone's like, "What? You killed Shane?" And especially Lori. Lori's like, "What? You killed Shane?" She has a big attitude about this. So, obviously she does care about Shane, and we see that. And we see that Rick is becoming his own democracy. He's becoming his own dictator, I would say, because he says no more democracy. I'm making the rules. I'm making this group safe. If you guys are staying here in my group, I'm not asking any questions. We're going to be safe. You want to be alive? That's what's going to happen. So that's pretty much what he says. But one thing that happened that I was so upset within this episode was that Andrea gets left at the barn, and everyone's running away because it's being so much craziness is happening, so much action. About 200 hundreds of zombies are there, and Andrea gets left behind. But something that made me love Andrea's character is that she survives by herself. She runs off and survives. And yeah, there are zombies coming after her in the woods, but she survives. And there's more zombies coming, and she runs out of ammo. What's happening? There's this hooded girl who saves her, and that's big cliffhanger of this Anja story. And another big cliffhanger that happened in this episode, after Rick says, "I'm a dictator, deal with me," the camera goes up and you see a prison, a civilization. Other people are alive. So a lot of stuff happened in this episode. Lots of action. We get to see, I think my favorite part of this episode was how, well, first I like that how Rick's character changed so much within one episode, within just killing Shane, which was a big thing, which was self-defense, but he says, my hands are clean, I didn't kill anybody. Really, his hands were not clean, because I think in himself, he does believe he killed Shane for his own personal gain. Because he's like, he is bothering my family, let's just eliminate him now, this is a perfect excuse. So, this definitely changed Rick's character, and I think his character will be changed in season 3. And the reason my review is actually up a little late, I watched Talking Dead, and they had a conversation with the person who plays Andrea, Robert Kirkman, and another writer for the show. And they said that Rick is definitely going to be showing this in season 3 also. And they said showed who's playing the hooded girl. So they definitely had a little insight. If you guys didn't watch that, it was definitely a good insight on this episode and what's to come. I'm excited for season 3 because they said that this pace from the last 3 episodes, which of course were great and very fast paced, is going to continue for season 3. Because we know a lot of the audience's complaints was that the episodes of season 2, minus 4 of them, were very slow. And the 4, of course, are the last 3 and the episode where we went to winter hiatus with Sophia. But minus that, every other episode is like, yeah, we gotta do this, let's talk, we're on the farm, we're all safe. So that was a lot about season 2. But they said the last 3 episodes of what we've had is going to be what season 3 is about. And I'm so excited for October. I don't know if I could wait. It's going to be definitely a big hiatus for the TV show. And hopefully we get me some trailers, some spoilers along the way. But this episode was just really great. And let's talk about the deaths now. And some surprises that my expectations I've had and surprises I had. A surprise I had in this episode was that Herschel didn't die. I have to say, like, you're usually surprised that someone does die. Oh, Herschel died. That was a big surprise. My surprise that Herschel didn't die. Because I thought, Herschel's gonna be like, oh, I gotta stay with the farm. But, like, he actually had the guts to just see his farm burn and go with the group. And we also had, another character, Maggie's sister and Herschel's daughter, was saved, which was a character that I thought was gonna die because no one really knew. Because Patricia and Jimmy, who I only know their names because they died in this episode, very small characters, which they always were shown, but they were very small characters. They died. So I was like, oh yeah, she's gonna die. But I think, since, I think the girl's named Bethany. I think because Bethany, survived, I think we can see more from her character, and she has more potential. I like that we had these farm characters that we grew through season 2 join the group now. So we have Herschel, we have Maggie, and we have Bethany. And I think these 3 characters, we can see them grow. Maggie and Herschel, we already seen them grow into a character that we could be likable or not. But I think I like them being part of the group, and hopefully we get to see more people, come into the group. And season 2 definitely, I think, defined saying that, alright, these 3 people are coming into the group. They're the main group now. They're not just 2, because in season 2 you could see that it was like 2 different groups. It was Herschel's group and it was Rick's group. But now they're coming together, some eliminated from death, and they're finally coming together to become one big group. And I think that could make a possibility for better characterization, us understanding more characters like Bethany and Maggie and Herschel. Maybe we can see more from their characters. And I was also surprised that T-Dog and Carol didn't die, so I was a little surprised by that. I felt like through the season they haven't been really doing much, so I thought, oh yeah, and then they're gonna kill them off. But really, I was surprised that they didn't kill them off. Actually, before I knew it was Jimmy who died, before they said it towards the end of the episode, I thought that was Carol. I mean, they both had that short hairdo, so I'm like, yeah, that's Carol who died, right? Because you really couldn't see it. But I'm surprised they didn't die, because they haven't been used. I guess maybe in season 3, hopefully they could be used a little more. We did get to see Daryl and Carol have a little connection in this episode, which we've been seeing chemistry throughout the whole entire season, but we get to see a little bit of them talking about it, at least in this episode. So I think they do have a connection, though. I'm glad to see that they talked about it, at least in this episode. So, I'm gonna say favorite part of this episode was Andrea, just going out of that barn and just going out of that barn by herself and surviving was a big shocker. And I thought, wow, she's my favorite character now. Because I was like, alright, Daryl, I like him a lot. I like Andrea a lot. I like Glenn a lot. But who's my favorite character? After Andrea showed what potential she had, tell you the truth, I think she's more badass than any other character right now in the group. I think she's more badass than Rick. She's more badass than a lot of characters. If she could survive hundreds of zombies trying to kill her, she's pretty badass, and I think she could survive a lot. And I'm excited to see where her character goes, who this hooded person is, also Civilization, the prison. That should be exciting for the next episode. Really is the next episode, but the next season. I just think that this episode really makes us excited for episodes to come, and this was a great episode filled with action. Every single minute of this episode had action. Maybe there was maybe 2 minutes where people were talking, yeah, this happened, but really I think the only time that it was one of those talking moments, yeah, let's talk, was when Lori was talking to Rick. But that definitely that was needed, because Rick, you can see Rick turn into a different person because of that. And this is a very climatic episode for his character. So definitely watch this episode if you haven't watched it. I know I spoiled a lot, but that's usually what happens in my Walking Dead reviews, because it's just so much happens and you have to talk about it. But just watch this episode. It's really great. And I just think the hardest thing about The Walking Dead now is going to be the wait until October to watch another Walking Dead episode. But at least we are excited, and they had cliffhangers, and We get to see, alright, this is a start. We're gonna see this prison story develop. We're gonna see this hooded girl develop. Who are these people? At least we're getting to see a little glimpse of what season 3 is gonna bring us. So, what do you guys think about this episode? I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Tell me what you guys thought about this episode. And what do you guys expect from season 3? So, this is Comic Una. I hope you enjoyed. In the description below, there'll be a link for my Twitter, which have comic book news, reviews I'll be doing, and topic videos I'll be doing. And also, don't forget to follow my other YouTube channel on Twitter, which is Rant Situations, and it'll have news about those videos. I hope you enjoyed. There'll be another Walking Dead video next season when it starts, and I hope you enjoyed this review. And again, tell me your guys' opinions on this episode. See ya. This is Comic Una. And I give this a 5 if I didn't tell you guys that already. See ya.